Hello! It's Jen, and it's been a while. But yeah, here is my first vlog of 2021. Crazy how this year is already here. But yeah, I haven't been doing much but stay home like everyone else. But this video is mostly me fulfilling Kickstarter orders and doing online order stuff. I think late last year I launched my first enamel pin Kickstarter, so you can see that arrived here early January, so I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. And yeah, I had to check for quality, A grade or B grade. Luckily most of them turned out really well. I only found maybe 5 pins that were super faulty. And for the Kickstarter pins, the Korean Monster Girls, I really wanted to put backing cards in all of them, so it was a process of taking the pins out and putting in backing cards. And I'm glad I got the pin remover, the backing remover, whatever you call it, earlier. But I'm thinking of buying another one that's more efficient, better at what they're supposed to do. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that was the Tokebi, and I forgot to film the actual packing part when I was doing my first fulfillment, because I'm not really used to filming myself work, because it's the whole vlogging is a new concept. I always say it's always new because I'm just not used to it. Oh yeah, so I launched my second Kickstarter, so it's the Monster Girl series for Japanese background. And I launched it, I think it was early January, and it was funded. Was it early January? Yeah, it was funded, so thank you so much for all your support. And Kickstarter projects, funding, and designing, it doesn't take too long, or you get to control the time, but the time between where you have to wait for the manufacturers to make your product it feels like such a long period. But anyway, the filler video content here is me doing random online orders, and this one is I'm working on my Patreon buttons. So a lot of people asked me to do Jujutsu Kaisen, so I actually sat down and watched the first 12 episodes, and it was pretty cool. The animation, was pretty great. It's the same people that did Attack on Titans. And yeah, so I did a few characters, and then people on my stream kept on asking for more, like Aoi Todo, and I didn't watch that romance episodes. I didn't know why, but then I got it, and I'm like, okay. And I also tested out different methods of printing stickers at home. So these are vinyl, and they used to be not waterproof, but people on YouTube are like, why don't you just laminate it? I'm like, oh, genius. So I tested it, that was pretty good. I also started journaling mid-February, early Feb, a little bit late, and I actually want to start a original cute sticker sheet line, so maybe I'll do that in the following months. And with stickers, I'm looking at different manufacturers in Asia and Korea, and I know a lot of other YouTube artists who make stickers use silhouettes or Cricut, but I might go that route, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. So here's an example of more finalized design. I'm really into foxes right now. They're cute. So we'll see. And I just found out I had a bunch of postcards left, so I made them into little sets for my store. I get inspired by packaging. I like watching other people make such pretty packaging, so I'm like, I should try better. But this is my enamel Inuyasha pin set. It's by the same factory that is making my Kickstarter, so I actually use them to test out how they run things, and it was good, so that's why I'm using them. Inuyasha and Sesshomaru, pretty cool. They're pretty popular right now, so I'm glad they're doing well. I also got these, what do they call them, wax paper bags. Because that's what my friend recommended me to use them instead of plastic. So once I run out of my plastic bags, I'm probably gonna move all towards more paper-based. Like, I'm not fully environmental when it comes to my packaging, but I'm trying to make a little bit small changes to like not kill the world. Or I could just keep my packaging very minimal just to make sure everything's safe but no unnecessary. And yeah, this is me prepping for my second Kickstarter fulfillment. It was fun. Like, I finally realized you could use an Excel sheet. You could download the information from Kickstarter in Excel, set it up to my shipping company, and just print it all in one go. So it was really fun printing like over 100 labels. And I'm like, why didn't I do this for my first Kickstarter? Because I like hand input all the addresses like an idiot. And this is this is the first batch of my second Kickstarter pins, Team Japan. I ordered extra, but because like Lunar New Year's was coming up, they couldn't make all of them, so they sent whatever they made first. Luckily, it was just enough to cover all the Kickstarter backers, so thank God. But I'm really happy with how they turned out. My personal favorite, and also a fan favorite, is the Moon Rabbit. Probably because of the blue, or maybe it's because I didn't over-design her. Like, the Okabe one's nice, has a lot of details, but I feel like I might have added too much detail. Though, whatever. It's done. What's done is done. And I skipped the whole like pinning part because that's boring. But a lot of you guys ordered like the 3 set, or even the 6 set with my Team Korea. So thank you so much for your support. Yeah, with my new bags and stuff, I'm just trying to figure out how to package orders. Like, how am I gonna do 1 pin? How am I gonna do 2 pin, 3 pin, or 6 pin or more? So it's just like a learning process, but it's fun. And before I was kind of iffy using my own product, like my own washi tapes and my mount pads for my own customer packaging. But you know, why not, right? It's called branding. And if I don't use them, who's gonna use it? Sometimes when I make merch and like it's not selling too well, or I have like so much stock, especially because like conventions are cancelled, so like my rate of selling my merch has slowed down. Like, before I used to feel bad about it. I'm like, oh no, I just have all this stuff, and when am I gonna get rid of it? But now I'm just like, oh, I'll eventually use it myself, so it's not a big deal. You know? Like, a high MOQ doesn't scare me anymore, because I'm like, I will eventually do something with it. So, for all the new artists out there, like writing online, so I was like, don't feel bad about having overstock and stuff, because there's ways to, you know, move it. Or worst case, you have many copies of the stuff that you made. You can always give to friends and stuff. So like here I'm using my own memo pads. Yeah, it's, you know, once you start getting a lot of orders, especially like Kickstarter, you actually go through a lot of these memo pads. So it's like, oh, maybe I'll run out one day. But I quite enjoyed fulfilling all these orders. I did it all in one night actually, the whole packing part, around 160 orders, and I quite enjoyed it because monotonous work is quite nice, but it's not too brain dead because still gotta check like addresses and stuff, but it was kind of relaxing, although I was super tired after. Even with the freebie stickers, I hand cut them, and this time, the second time, I wanted them to be more waterproof, so I laminated them as well. Luckily, I like pre-cut them ahead of time, because the cutting process took 2 days. But I was bored in the middle, so I got that done early. That's why I'm like, do I need a silhouette, like when I have my hands, for like low MOQ? And anything higher, like I'm just gonna order from manufacturers and factories since I'm making it home. But I'm also kind of interested in getting a silhouette or a cricket, but I know they are so difficult to set up, so I don't know. I just want to buy all these like random equipments. Like once my hubby move out of our shared office, I'm gonna expand and buy all this equipment. I don't know, a t-shirt press, who knows? I'm just like bored being stuck at home. Pretty sure you guys can relate. But yeah, anyway, Thank you everyone for those who have supported my first or second or both Kickstarters. You guys are pretty awesome. I will try to make more. And these are the flowers I got from my hubby for Valentine's Day. They're blue roses because some of you might know I'm an Albino Zero fan. So it's just as if my special 2D husband sent me, you know, slaying. I felt bad for the floors, so I had to write that down. I'm going for coffee. This is my baby. And since I have a few seconds left, I just added some of the online orders I have done. I recently released a pick 30 button option, so some of you took advantage of that already. It's great. But I just hate like in the middle of the order when I run out of designs, so I have to cut them out. Yeah, I do punch a lot of buttons. They're, you know, although they're like machine-made quotation marks, it's totally a handmade product. Look at all the hand motion that's going on here. I realized 30 buttons was kind of hard to keep track, so I had to double check, and I was actually missing Shippo, so I think I double checked. All these buttons. Thanks for watching, guys.